Hey everyone, welcome back to A Link to the Past. It's actually been quite a while since I've played this game. Let's just say that, oh, there's a bomb here. Yep, and when you find a bomb in the grass, it explodes on you and... Actually, it works more like, it's more like a landmine. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've actually played A Link to the Past. I kept saying I was like close to finishing it, but I was not. I just had to drop it because of school, you know? Last time I played this was in summer, just before college started. And now we're nearing the end of the year, and I'm just picking this up again. It's not that big of a worry, honestly. The real issue is that I want to start uploading the videos for everyone to view, but now there's like a huge delay. But that's pretty much what it's been for me doing actual videos and not just streaming all the time lately. Anyway, yeah, if you press it, like, you can continue the game or save and quit, but we were supposed to see Sarah Palin over there, so we're gonna have to go to the bridge down here. Could explore some more, but let's get back on track, you know? Oh, well, actually, no, you know what? Let's not get back on track. Let's check out the shop. Oh, and annoying birds. That just left. Fair enough. You can help me, I just need this. I don't know how the hitboxes of the birds is supposed to work like. It's a little strange. Crossbow guys, you can defeat them pretty quickly by doing that, and also, yeah, I know I didn't really need to buy the heart. I could just kill one freely like that, but I felt like it, you know, give a little bit of money. These crabs are dangerous, by the way. They deal a lot of damage. So I'm gonna demo it. See? 2 hearts! It's quite ridiculous. That means this crab can actually 2-hit me. Oh, I guess there's another fortune teller over here. I mean, it makes sense. It's like, why would you want to go back all the way over here, you know? There's a Zora over there. And there's probably a secret here, but I cannot pick this up for whatever reason. And in case you're wondering, I don't have this flippers, so I drown if I go down there. Oh! It doesn't deal damage? I guess I don't have to reload then. Because I was going to reload if it did deal damage, because I want to be at full health. Game... Provided you don't sequence break, the game is fairly locked down for the beginning. It really only starts opening up after you, spoiler, get to the quote-unquote 4th dungeon. Or I guess I could say 6th dungeon? It's all weird. Like, if you count the first trek through Hyrule Castle as the first dungeon, then this game has a lot of dungeons. The most out of any game, actually, if you want to be serious. And that's a fairy. Yeah, just... you move a bit to the east... no, not east. West and south. There's a shop that sells you red potions that can fully heal you. No, with a bottle, but which has some benefit. But there's this fairy right here that will heal you for free. Kinda ridiculous. That's an Octorok. I gotta be honest, the Octorok designs of this game is a little underwhelming. Like, I don't really I think they missed the point that made the original design, the first game, endearing. They look a little too weirdly cartoony, I guess, in a sense. And they move too quickly, too. I guess that's just my opinion, though. No, actually, it's not that they're too cartoony. It's that they're too small. Yeah, I think that's my real problem with them. Okay, now I'm just wasting time. Didn't have to go back there. Different colored trees. Oh, I cannot even pick up these normal ones. I thought I could already pick them up, but I guess I don't have the power glove just yet. Oh yeah, they activate as soon as you get close to them. But they're not that tough. Well, actually, they are pretty tough. They take quite a few hits. Oh man, I need a special item to knock down these pigs to get to that one block in the center that is totally not inconspicuous or anything like that. It's strange, that's all it needs to know. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these fairies. Fairy. Now it's the way they spell fairy is F-A-I-R-Y, but in this game it's F-A-E-R-I-E, which I think is closer to how fairy is supposed to be spelled in the classical sense, you know? The original sense. Yeah, I think that's... Well, besides the strange rock, yeah, I think that was all there was to that place. Forget that the boomerang can stun enemies. Quite some time, too. Anyway, Sarsaparilla is right down here. I am indeed Sarpilin. I can never get his name right. I'll either call him Sarpilin or Sarsaparilla. Feels easier to remember that way. Anyway, the village elder and a descendant of the 7 wise men. Oh, really? Hawke, I'm surprised a young man like you is searching for the Sword of Evil's Bane. Not just anyone can use that weapon. Legends say only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. You really want to find it? Yeah, of course! Does it matter? No. Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? If you bring it here, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical artifact. Now go forward to the palace. You don't really have a choice. Money? It's not money. I need 500 rupees. Okay, that's good. That's good as well. Just need a couple hundred more. Because if you want to do some things early, probably should go ahead and get the Zora Flippers. Assuming it's possible, and you're not just remembering something. Yeah, some enemies cannot go up these stairs because the stairs have special functionality that like detects how Link is moving up a level or something. It's a strange programming quirk. An unfortunate one as well is this is probably one of the main reasons why everyone wanted games to go 3D, so that enemies can actually work on the same level as the player, and we don't have to resort to such petty programming tricks to make the game look 3D, but only to some extent and only working like this way and that way, and not the way that it would work uniformly across everything. Of course, you could say that even today, some games are still struggling to do it right. Of course, some other games do it for a reason. They actually keep enemies locked in a location because they don't want them to go into places where they would break things apart. Like, if you read Breath of the Wild Dev Diaries, they mentioned how some puzzles were screwed up because the wind effects kept pushing the blocks out of the way before the developers would get to the place where they set up the puzzle, you know? Need to find out about such things. Especially yes, me who I mentioned earlier that I dropped the playthrough for quite a long time because I went to college, because I'm learning about game programming. I made a puzzle game, a tic-tac-toe game, as my final thing that I had to do. Could probably release it. Okay, just wanted to show what happens if you go down there. It's already been 10 minutes and I didn't even get inside the dungeon. It takes so much time! But that's the whole point, isn't it? To just enjoy playing the game. For funsies. Anyway, for some people this is like the first real dungeon. Pretty sure you have to go through the center, but let's just check the other spots. You know what? No, we don't need to. Because I already knew that the other one was already blocked off as well. The game is basically just trying to teach you, hey, you can lift up vases. Also, yeah, some switches are kind of obvious to see. And this one toggles the doors opening and closing. This is like... I think this is the only room that has such a shtick. Balls just running towards you. I think there might be one other place where there is such a thing. But it's not used very often. Also, that was very cool. Just a couple, like, just like 50 more rupees and I'm home free for getting the Zora Flippers. I don't remember ever, like, having to grind for the Zora Flippers unless you want to get them really, really early, though. So it's not like I was that concerned about it. Just mildly concerned. Truly. Skeletons are annoying if you want to defeat them because every time you slash like this, they jump away. There are no secrets here. Did I mention in the last video? I can't remember because it's been months, even though I rented the video a while ago. I don't think I mentioned it, but there is a room in this game. The Chris Hoolihan room, I think it's called. Hoolihan? I have no idea how his name is spelled, but basically he was a boy. Back then he was a boy. I think he's an adult now. He won a contest to be able to like get included in the game, you know, in some capacity. And the way the developers did it is through a special room. However, at some point, the devs wanted to remove the room for whatever reason. They might have thought the kid, like, didn't... Like, they might have thought the kid might sue them or it wasn't done legally or whatever. I have no idea. Maybe Miyamoto just didn't like it or whatever. But it's interesting because the room does exist in the game. It's not easily accessible, in fact, though. It's the problem. In fact, I don't think it's accessible at all without using glitches. I always thought it was in one specific dungeon where the only way to reach it is using the glitch by, like, bomb jumping, I want to call it. But I think that's just a generic treasure room that's there. The real way, quote-unquote, to get it is to glitch the game to send you to an arbitrary room, which in this case you want the room to be the Chris Hoolihan room. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. Probably at the end of... Probably after I'm done with this video, I'll look it up. Or maybe during the video. My computer is right there. I'll just have to type in on Google Chris Hoolihan and it'll probably tell me what it is. Got the compass. And I'm just going to Google Chris Hoolihan right now. Just to look it up. And room. Chris Hoolihan. I think I was saying. Okay, so I'm gonna read the entry in the Zelda wiki right now. During September and October of 1990, Nintendo Power held a contest in which a randomly selected winner... Oh, randomly selected. It's kind of lame. Hawke, it is I, Zora Flippers. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here's a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this palace to defeat armored foes. A special item. Oh, I can't push that? Huh, weird. Okay, let's read about all the Chris Hoolihan room. Anyway, Nintendo Power held a contest in which a randomly selected winner in 1990, October and September, would get their name programmed in a future NES game. This is not an NES game, this is a Super Nintendo game. The requirements were to take a photo encountering the enemy war mech in Final Fantasy and then send it to Nintendo Power by October 15th, 1990. The winner of the contest, as the story goes, was one Chris Hoolihan, whose name appears in his own secret room in A Link to the Past. This explanation has been circulating since at least December 1994, when it was mentioned in Mexican Club Nintendo magazine. However, certain facts cast doubt upon it. Nintendo Power never announced the winner of that contest, no information about Chris Hoolihan was ever found because, like, it's in the his name is in A Link to the Past, but it was never announced, so I can see why people are doubting it. And no one called Chris Hoolihan ever came forward to tell of this experience. Moreover, there was a very small time frame, 2 months, to complete a rather difficult task. Warmech. Yeah, Warmech, for those wondering, the Warmech in Final Fantasy 1 is a super rare enemy in the final, like, room up to the final boss that is tougher than the final boss, and it's encountered randomly. I think that's what it is. It's been a while that I played Final Fantasy. Anyway, the Chris Hoolihan room is a secret room that contains 45 blue rupees scattered on a shining blue floor and a telepathy tile on the back wall. While the room exists in the Link to the Past and 4 Swords, the telepathy tile is not there. The room is not an intended part of normal gameplay, but rather a crash prevention measure. It is a fail-safe room that the game sends Link to when it cannot determine which room he should be sent to. And there are still 5 different ways to access the room. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It's a fail-safe, but I think it might be that Chris Hoolihan might have been a part of the development team for Nintendo, but he's probably not credited in the game either, so maybe that's the explanation people got for the game. I'm pretty sure I cannot open that chest until I get the big key. They don't do that in newer Zelda games, actually, though. Now the big key is just a boss key, and it only opens one door. It's a challenge room. To be honest, I'm gonna reload. Just gonna check the rest of the room, because why not? Some people are probably curious. Those enemies drain your magic, by the way, if you get hit by them. Oh yeah, there's this door right here. Probably would have found it later. Yeah, my favorite way to get rid of these skeletons is throwing a vase at them, because they never try to dodge a vase. They only jump away when you swipe your sword. Lift up every vase, by the way. Some of them have keys hidden underneath them. Like that one! Wow. I mean, I would have searched for it eventually, but geez. And I just realized the game probably wants me to have the lantern. Not that. Oh, right! Okay, this is weird. Why does... You cannot use the lantern to light yourself. It's just automatically like this no matter what. Lame. Newer Zelda games at least do it right. To be clear, the lantern is pretty much already useless, I think. Because eventually you get an item that allows you to light things from a distance, which is way better, obviously. Oh man, I wonder what this is for. Oh, that enemy started moving. Oh, you can defeat it. I thought I needed a special item because it has an eye, and it has an eye just in the middle, and it makes you think, well, maybe I should only target the eye. It's not how it works. Yeah, you have to defeat all the enemies, and then these things move around. To be honest, though, it really should have been just a big green enemy. The big key. In Parallel Worlds, the ROM hack of A Link to the Past I played a long time ago, there was 2 big keys. One to open the big chest that has the item of the dungeon, and the other to open the boss room. That was really lame. Because when I first got the key, I was like thinking, okay, I can open the big chest and unlock the door to the boss room. But no, it's just one or the other. Oh, these are special skeletons that move their head around. But you can just ignore them. The bow and arrow is very... It's pretty strong in this game, actually, the bow and arrow. Deals a lot of damage. And yeah, when they close their eyes, they're invincible. But the real reason why the bow and arrow is really strong is because of how fast you can fire them. Let there be light, what I say. I don't want to go there though right now. I want to open the door but not go there. Because I want the money. Technically, yeah, actually no, you know what? I said the lantern is pretty much useless, but besides the fact that I just used that room back there, it does have some meager use in the final boss if you need to save your magic for whatever reason. All I mean about it being useless right now is that I feel it could have been more useful, you know? Yeah, like the developers already knew that players would look at these things to see which one, to see if to know that they do something when you press on them. But then they realize, okay, you know what? We're gonna trick you and put some fake ones. How do you feel about that? Oh, okay. I guess the bowling ball gimmick is used back here too. They look like bowling balls, don't they? Like I assume they're supposed to be rolling on the ground, but they look like they're. Well, they look like they're rolling on the ground, but they're supposed to be flying through the air or something. And because they're rolling on the ground, it makes you think, well, they're just bowling balls. I think this one's invincible unless you use your bow and arrow. Let me just try to swipe my sword at it. Yep, invincible unless you use your bow and arrow. Oh no, there's two of them. That was satisfying. They stop being active way too quickly though. Like they literally just take a couple of steps and then they close their eye and it's like, gotta wait another 4 seconds. Oh no, it's the Armos Knight. They jump around a lot. To be honest, I really should not be getting hit by these bosses like ever, but they have such a gimmicky strategy to defeat you. Kind of ridiculous. I keep missing the... Oh yeah, when there's only one left, he turns red. It might be better to use your sword if you're not very good with the bow and arrow, but it still deals a lot of damage against them. This boss was basically made to show that to you that, hey, the bow and arrow deals a lot of damage to some enemies. It's not that overpowered, but it's still very lethal. Anyway, we got one of the pendants. More importantly, we got an extra heart container, which is a point of controversy for speedrunners of this game, or min runners rather. They, like in most Zelda games, in the first one at the very least, you could already skip heart containers after beating the boss to continue on your merry way, and because of that you could do 3 heart runs. Not in this game. You actually do need to pick up the heart container for the special item to continue the game to drop. So you cannot do a 3 heart run. You have to keep picking up all the heart containers and eventually you have like 14 hearts or whatever. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. Now we'll tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Fortunately, most of them were destroyed in the great war against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see, Hawke. I believe you. You should get the remaining pendants. Carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the family of the wise man. I want you to have it. Yep, this is why you talk to him. The Pegasus Shoes! This is one of the best items Nintendo has ever created. Oh yeah, and it's automatic. You don't have to actually equip it. Oh, we can actually check the Chris Hoolihan room immediately. Because one of the ways to get to it is with the Pegasus boots. Because there are 5 different ways to access the room, as I mentioned much earlier on. And one of the most well-known methods involves a series of dashes using the Pegasus boots, starting from the sanctuary all the way to the sewer passageway's entrance. If executed correctly, Link will fall in the underground room, and if Link exits the room, he will find himself outside of his house. I suppose I'll have to look up a YouTube video to know exactly how to do it, though. I am interested in doing it, by the way, because I've never actually found Chris Hoolihan's room, and it feels like something you have to do if you play this game a lot, like super seriously. And I love this game. One of the better Zelda games, one of the ones that aged the best. I will never stop repeating that. How did this guy, like, I don't like how some of these soldiers actually have to see you to find you. Actually, no, I like that because it's like, it's interesting AI behavior. Except they stop seeing you if you move a bit too much to their side. They only see like in straight directions. Before trying to get the Chris Hoolihan room, though, we're gonna get the Zora Flippers, which is somewhere over there. Look how fast we can move. Oh, we can also go back to that puzzle southwest that involves us having to move quickly. You know, remember? It was months ago for me, but it was probably like only a day ago for you guys. Magic Shop and Waterfall of Wishing is where I want to go. These things, they will shock you if you attack them, so you have to hit them from a distance. Double twirl and trouble. Fire burn and cold and bubble. Making mushroom brew I am. Where does missing live? Blah blah blah. Oh, wait, did he use my money? No, he did not. But yeah, he refills your health freely. That's kind of nice. He always does it. Cool. Potions are not that very useful, personally, I think. God damn it, I actually have to get the Power Glove. Okay, you win, game. Check it out later. I guess we have to go southwest. After we try to get to the Chris Hoolihan room, assuming we can get there. So all that talk I said about getting Zora Flippers early, probably can't do that without bugs. You need the Power Glove to pick up stuff. Oh yeah, some guards like to hide in grass. That's kind of annoying.